your emails. A-Rod to the conversation Bill from Brooklyn and I had, taking that guy down. Okay. Hi, Maureen. I am so happy that you are exposing Alex Rodriguez. I will not use your name as asked. I live in a small town in Minnesota. Each year, the community raises funds for youth area sports by holding a dinner and auction with a celebrity guest. This year's celebrity being Alex Rodriguez at the meet and greet. He was completely aloof. He walked around and just smiled as his handler introduced him to everyone. He did not shake hands with anyone, all of whom were big donors, just kept them folded the entire time in front of him and half smiled. The only pleasant person was one of his female staff members who would say thank you to everyone after he walked by. I am sure she was embarrassed by his behavior. The man treated everyone like they were low class, and he couldn't wait to get out of town fast enough. This guy is as fake as they come, but will use his poor fatherless upbringing. I love it. A savage troublemaker when he needs to score points with the crowd. Meanwhile, he can't even bring himself to converse or shake hands with anyone who might be lower than he is or who he thinks. You know what I'm saying, troublemaker? Happy to see this one go to the wood chipper. You and me both. Dear Maureen, I'm obsessed with your pearl rings. Where can I buy my own? This big chunky one, I think, is Kenneth J. Lane. I wrote about it on the Substack. You guys should definitely subscribe. Go to eBay. You'll find a bunch. Okay. Hi, Miss Maureen. I am a Black woman who digs your show. Subject header. Michelle O's lame excuse not to swim. This troublemaker. I am offended that Michelle Obama uses her hair drama as an excuse not to swim. I was taught to swim by Navy SEAL guys and Coast Guard women. In 1980, I became a swim instructor / lifeguard for 44 years. I specialize in, oh, this is so fascinating. I guess she teaches water traumatized children and adults. This troublemaker says, rightly, swimming is a life skill. Drowning doesn't give a shit what your hair issues are, Michelle. Oh, concern for hair has disproportionately drowned many Black girls and women I know from spending hours. She's saying, I know this from spending hours rescuing non-swimmers trying to keep their hair dry. Dear Maureen, sorry, I got a little out of control there. This is a three-pronged from Troublemaker Victoria. Tell troublemakers not to buy Michelle's books. How dare she talk down to white people? What about Black women wearing blonde hair? Isn't that racist? Good question. Number 2, as a film critic, let me tell you that smoking is back. You are so right, troublemaker. Leo, Julia, etc., etc. Every major movie has stars smoking. You know who smoked too? In The Materialists, overrated Dakota Johnson smoked without any commentary. I don't like it. And I will tell you something. I smoked for years and I loved smoking so much. I thought I would never be able to quit. And I was able to quit. And I'm so glad I did. And, you know, my worst stress dreams ever are like, I'm having a nightmare. I know it's a nightmare because like I've had like one cigarette and then in the dream I hate myself. And I'm like, why would I do that to myself? Ever, ever, ever. Anyway, you're so right, Victoria. And number 3, Christie, starring Sydney Sweeney, is a fabulous film. Sweeney refuses to keep doing rom-coms and is doing character acting now, not a movie star performance. The problem is, I think she's right about this. The studio did absolutely no publicity. It flew by. Hi, Maureen. Oprah is coming down to my neck of the woods, New Zealand. Hi, Paul from New Zealand. You want to be our boots on the ground and go to this? Get in touch for a sit-down interview and to I love you, troublemakers, and to tell everyone how to live their lives. Who better? Who better? Apparently, the subject is, quote, the power of authenticity. Rolling around with our platonic friend Gail. You know what's up. And, quote, the necessity of resilience, perhaps not surprisingly, at up to $400 plus per ticket. The great unwashed aren't exactly queuing up. Originally, they had Oprah at a 10,000 seat stadium. Now it's been moved to a much cozier 2,000 seat hall. It seems, as you've said for some time, her stock is falling. Love your show, Mike from New Zealand. No relation to Paul. I think Paul, you're famous. You're famous. The nerve is right on the money. We're right on the bone marrow, and we're moving that needle. So troublemakers, keep it up. Okay, and finally, this from a troublemaker whose email is laurelkkinder4rescue.org. I think it's Cheryl Hines or one of her minions. Please double check your facts, spelled F-A-X. This is terrible. You're already out. You're already sentenced to the wood chipper for this grammar. Regarding Cheryl Hines, you mentioned that she was dating Robert F. Kennedy Jr. while he was married. I believe she dated him after the wife had passed. No, listen, as someone who literally wrote the effing book and had it legal 8 Ways to Sunday, let me tell you, sister, AKA Cheryl, we all know you were dating Bobby while he was still married to Mary, and she was out of her mind with grief and sorrow, and he was squeezing her for everything, and you were out there in those mean streets of Westchester tweeting about how much Mary's kids loved you. So fuck off, okay? Fuck all the way off. Keep writing me if you like. I got nothing but time to talk to the likes of you. If you have ever read the label on a typical bag of chips, you know you're poisoning yourself. Just my opinion. It's a science experiment of seed oils, MSG, dyes, and vague natural flavors. But still, sometimes you just want the chips. There is an answer. Vandy Crisps. Vandy is part of the growing movement to bring back real food. They're made of just 3 ingredients: 100% pesticide-free potatoes, sea salt, and grass-fed beef tallow. No junk. These chips taste amazing, and they leave you feeling light, energized, and satisfied. No crash, no bloat, or mindless binging to follow. And if you love Vandy, you'll love Masa Chips, Vandy's sister brand. Their 3-ingredient tortilla chips are the best I've ever had. And trust me, when it comes to Mexican food, I am an expert. My go-to flavor is the original, but the white, the blue, the lime, the habanero, the churro, all are delicious. If you are ready to give Vandy or Masa a try, use code Maureen for 25% off your first order at vandycrisps.com or masachips.com, or simply scan the link in the video description or the QR code. Click the link rather. Scan the QR code to claim this delicious offer. And if you don't feel like ordering online, Vandy and Masa are now available nationwide at your local Sprouts supermarket. Stop by and pick up a couple of bags before they're gone.